today we're going to be taking one of these single speed mini velo frames. This one is actually called a Respect, and we're going to be converting it to an 8-speed internal hub. Now this is a little tricky because the frame has a 110 millimeter rear spacing. That's for a single speed hub. The 8-speed hub that we're putting on this is 135 millimeters. So that is a significant difference, and we're going to have to cold set the frame. That's just a fancy way of saying bending the frame. We're going to spread the frame out to 135 millimeters. Now this is a steel frame, and that is something that you can do to a lot of steel frames. Not all of them. This is something that we probably shouldn't be doing, but the customer really wants this done. And this is a decent frame, and I feel that we should be able to do that safely to this bicycle. You can do this to steel frames, and you can do this to titanium frames. Do not do this to aluminum or carbon fiber frames. So I'm going to give this a quick little spin, and we're going to go ahead and start taking this apart and converting it. I'll see you in a bit. Let's give this a little bit of a spin before we take it apart. Alright, first things first, we've got the bike on the repair stand. Let's remove this wheel. Now, on this hub, if we measure this hub, it's going to come up to be, actually it's 119 millimeters. I don't know if you can see that. So this is a 120 millimeter hub. I thought it was 110 because it is a single speed, but that's okay. It's going to make it a little bit easier for us because that means that we just need to widen the rear end by 15 millimeters. Now in this video, it's kind of showing you what not to do. So it's more of a, let's just say it's more of a, let's show that it can be done, not necessarily you should do it. So if you don't have, all the special parts, which I do have the special parts, the special tools I should say, I do have the tools, but I'm going to use this axle method, and on this one, just to just because most people aren't going to have the special tools for aligning this frame. So what we're going to do is we're going to get an axle here, and we're going to have 3 nuts on here. On one side we're going to have 2 nuts with a couple of washers, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to lock this side into the dropout right here, and then like so. And then we're going, I need a couple of washers. Can't forget the washers because I don't want to scratch up the frame. So I want to have a couple washers on the nut so the nut is grinding against the washer and not on the frame. So, let's make some magic. So as you can see, I have tightened this nut on to this side, and then we're going to be backing off on this nut here, and it's going to spread the rear end out. Now, this is a tool that you really do need it with a project like this. As I'm spreading the frame out, you don't want one side to move more than the other, so periodically I'm going to be checking the frame with this tool to ensure that they're spreading evenly. If it's not spreading evenly, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the frame on the ground, and I'm going to put my foot on the bottom bracket area and give it a little bit of a push to ensure that it's going the proper direction. The frame is actually going too far that way, so I'm going to put the dropout onto the ground, and then I'm going to be putting my foot onto the crank here and give it a little push. We are going to keep spreading this frame out and as I'm spreading this out, I keep checking. After I spread it out some, I'll take the axle off, and then I'll remeasure the dropouts. And second try, I'm at 134. This is really close. Let me grab the hub and see how it fits the dropout. This is the hub. We're going to be using a Shimano Alphine 8-speed rear hub, and it fits absolutely perfect. And I checked the frame with the Park Tool frame alignment gauge, which is actually right here, and it is dead on perfect. This is great. This is going along perfectly. Now all I need to do is build the wheel, and then we can get going. This project really turned out easy. This is the easiest one that I've ever done. Most of the time you really have to fight with it, and I was prepared to do that. I would keep on spreading the frame. I would kind of push the frame towards one way or the other, depending on if it's going too far one way or another. And this really has turned out really well. So let's get this wheel built and get this bike together so we can give the customer a call to let him know that his bike is ready. Good. Looking good. Well, this bike turned out great. The dropouts are a perfect width. They're straight. We've got the wheel built up. The only thing that's really holding me back from getting it finished is the missing hardware kit, because the shifter's on the handlebar. I've got the cable here. We're ready to hook it up. I just need a few parts. But let's take it out for a quick test ride and see how it does. I think he'll like the gearing. Wish I could shift this. I just wish I could shift these gears for this hill. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave me a big thumbs up. Check out some of our other videos just right over here, and please subscribe to my channel right over there. I will see you in the next video. Thanks.